Well, good morning, Beefy and Tea-Face. Thank you for joining me for our little discussion. This is stuff I know you're going to think, what the fudge is he talking about? Electronic music, mainly sort of instrumental, no voices. Um, it's a genre which has fascinated me as a kid. There was early stuff, poppy stuff on the radio because that's the only reference I had. But when I was third year 8 at school, a long, long time ago, our form teacher was also the music tutor as well. So the days he just played stuff. I think one of the music lessons he just, because he was passionate about music, he to electronic stuff, and he played this weird and wacky stuff. One of it was Tangerine Dream. I remember just because the name Tangerine Dream seemed, oh, and yeah, it was wacky, really wacky. But there was stuff that came on the radio because, again, as I said, that was my only reference. And the first person, Jean-Michel Jarre. This is the essential Jean-Michel. I did have on tape the album, so Oxygen is a popular, well-known, and Equinox. Again, it's some of the songs really just, get you. Other stuff is just, but yeah, it's a good little album. And I like all my, again, it's a chronology, that's the word. So that's that one. At the same time, this other guy, again, here's snippets, this, that, and the other, did his own albums. I had an album with called Heaven and Hell, which was really quite good. It was used in a TV, some of it was used in a TV series by Carl Sagan called Cosmos, and that was in the early 80s, way before you were born, I guess. And again, that was on tape, which I since it just, yeah, they go, don't they? But Vangelis, Chariots of Fire. He died, was it this year or last year? This from the film Chariots of Fire. Yeah, it's a soundtrack, so it's not the best, but as a getting into Vangelis, it's not a bad. And then we move on. Electronic music was about. I probably got more into dancey type music, which you don't really didn't get that. And of course, LPs died. They were about in small numbers, and then obviously CDs. So a dreaded plastic with a bit of aluminium. This is Mirace production. Came out in 99, 2000. Um, I first got, again, it was on one of these late night Channel 4 programs. Um, Disco Science, very thumping beat. He's Tunisian French, French Tunisian, more of a producer, very electronic, very bright, kind of in your face. Some of the tracks. One of the tracks, Definitive Beat, is it will test the system. You know, if it can't, your speakers, your CD player, if it can't keep up, it's just a mishmash of stuff comes on. Yeah, I love it. I can't wait is just a bit where the synths just go, oh, I'm not going to do it. I can't sing well in tune. And this, yeah, it's a favorite and it gets played a lot. And because it's CD, it's digital, it's that metallic-y sound. There are, it is available on vinyl, but extremely rare. So I'm keeping hold of this. So time moves on, this, that, and the other. My old turntable dies, so I buy it, and the guy says, I think I've said this story before. Check out this guy, 45 RPM audio file. Uh, Michael Ludwig's based in Düsseldorf, German, speaks English, which helps because I don't speak German. And one of his favourite bands, I think his second favourite, is Kraftwerk. He lives in Düsseldorf, he's from Düsseldorf, and these guys are from Düsseldorf. And this is called 3D. It's again a taster. I'm looking at the much. And it's just the albums, isn't it? Yeah. And the main thing he said, they do speak English, but don't get the German versions. And again, this is like a taster of their music. So a little insert. No, it's just I'll take it out. It's Kraftwerk 3D, and you get a nice before. And again, they kind of look like robots. That's kind of the whole of their thing of being fairly anonymous, almost automatons, that sort of thing, which it's just their vibe. And it's just them on computers. A lot of their computers think they made as well, or the computers, keyboards in their sound. An industrial sort of sound. There's no soft stuff in here, but yeah, it gets to me. And out of the, I don't know, 7 albums they've done, one again is quite rare, very rare, which is a bit of a pain. But this, by again Kraftwerk, is Radioactivity. And that's not yes, what it is. Again, it's just one of those things. A nice little booklet, which just shows their sort of, I don't know, their German, I suppose. I don't know. It's good. Black vinyl. This is a double. Oh no, it's a single. Oh yeah. I suppose on the radioactivity bit, nice yellow vinyl. Makes no difference to the playing sound, but yeah, it's a. And then, this is an album. An album. Ruichi Sakamoto, who's done his own stuff, but has done a shitload of soundtracks. The Revenant being one. Bit of Merry Christmas to Lawrence. He's done loads. You wouldn't think it's him. And he teamed up with a guy called Alva Notel, who's German. And you often find that Ruichi Sakamoto, mainly he does play as well and produces and all sorts. Piano. And on top of that, Alva Noto just as these clicks and pops and crackles. The first time I streamed this album, I thought I was playing a vinyl. There was just like this, as if you were playing like a dusty record, and there was like clicks. What the hell? And I had to look at it. No, you just got your phone plugged in, and this is called Incense. This is the re-release. Again, fairly minimalistic. In I don't know Japanese style. I don't know, but black vinyl. Black vinyl. Yeah, and it's just how would I describe this? Interesting. Yeah, it sort of takes you in. Again, with all these so far, apart from some of the on the mirror race, it's just there's no human voice, which is good, especially when I'm typing. LP's quite good because it means every 20 minutes or so I've got to get up and change the record rather than sat typing away for hours and hours. It's just music and it's there. It could be in the background, or if the case says, no, I'm going to play this and just listen to it. It's just absorbing. Another German artist, Katerina Barberi. This is Fantas Variations. It's fairly current. This is from 2022, this year. A bit choral, bit ambient, a bit just mind-blowing. It's really good. Some of it's a bit, oh, hello, but then it just mellows out. It's fantastic. And the second album of hers on funky grey vinyl. This is Spirit Ecstasy, which there's the front cover. No, this is Fantasy Variations. The other one was Spirit Ecstasy. That's why I got them in the wrong order. This is 2021. That's nice. Very similar to the other one. Black vinyl, grey vinyl. Oh yeah, grey vinyl. And all these albums as well, the actual quality, when you put the needle in, you don't get these like, it's really, especially the later ones. I think the Vangelis and the John, they're just old, they're a bit aware, but these other ones are just really quiet. There's no background noise apart from the noise that's supposed to be on there. What got me to do this? I was going to do it, but I didn't know how to finish it off. And then yesterday I went up to Norwich, and my second video, which I'm going to do shortly after I've uploaded this. So I made on good old Spotify a 90s playlist of just songs which I like, hence. And then two songs came on by this band who I do, yeah, again, getting the vinyl of these people is just, you can't, it's difficult. This is the remix. Left Field Leftism, so that came out in 95ish, I think it was. And the difference between this is like a black, this is a light blue, and that's kind of the music. This is a bit lighter. At least the Pressure's a good intro. After that, Melt is good. It's just bass, Song of Life. Um, Inspection Check One's a good. Inspection Check, no, Storm 3000, a good drum and bassy um, sounding. It's a good album. This one, this is the remixes of Rhythm and Stealth, which is darker, it's bassier. Everybody knows Fat Planet, which was used in the Guinness advert. But there's two songs on here. On the way back from Norwich yesterday, I played it and I repeated them a few times. One is Rhino's Prayer. It starts off with a similar to a call to prayer. That's good. And then the one that really is Swords, which is just again beyond superlatives. I just can't. There is some lyrics to this. It is. I can't really say it, can I? Which is the main thing. So that's my little journey of the album, which I have electronic, but there is one bit of electronic music, which, trying to think, early 2000s, not that, I don't know, obviously before smartphones. It was a Sony Walkman phone, I think, and it had, you could make your own music with all the sort of various little drum. And I tried for about 30 odd minutes, 45 minutes trying to produce it on it. And my daughter came along. She was only, what, I don't know, 8 or 9. Might be 7, I don't know. And then 5 minutes later, she's done this tune. So because it's original, um, I only use it. It's a ring. It's her ringtone. When she phones me, this is it. And one of the fabulous bits of electronic music you'll ever hear. It's only 40 seconds long. How does a kid produce that? Because there's layers of stuff that you could choose, different beats. You just chose from set beats, but Kids say technology. I'm just a fossil. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to have a coffee and then I'm going to talk about a fucking good album which I bought yesterday. Anyway, thank you for joining me and we'll talk later.